job, Mayor. Your town.
Thank you. Are we ready? Okay, what's a beautiful day this is in Erie today. Good morning, everyone, and we're very happy to provide an update on the transformation of the Bayfront Parkway Central Corridor project. This project will accomplish at least three things. First, it will help calm traffic. Second, it will increase pedestrian safety and access to the Bayfront. And third, it will reconnect our world-class downtown and Erie's Bayfront, finally. It also provides an economic boost to the region during the 4 years of construction and then for the decades to come. The project will have a significant impact on our region. On behalf of the City of Erie, I want to welcome everyone who's here, and in particular, obviously, Governor Josh Shapiro. We're real happy to have you here. I also want to thank former Governor Tom Wolf for his work on this, because this project's been in the works for over 9 years. Also, I want to welcome our PennDOT Secretary, Mike Carroll, Deputy Secretary of Multimedia, Meredith Begata, PennDOT District 1 Executive, Brian McNulty, I think he's behind me, Sharon Knoll of the PA State Transportation Committee, Christina Marsh from Erie Insurance, and TJ Sandell from the Great Lakes Building and Construction Trades Council. Thanks to them for their ongoing commitment to Erie and their support of this project, and you'll hear from some of them very shortly here. Next, I want to introduce, and I may miss people. If I do, just let me know who I missed. I want to introduce some of the folks that are in attendance with us here today. Representative Pat Harkins is here, I believe. Representative Ryan Bizzaro is here. Thank you, Ryan. Representative Bob Mursky is here. Representative Senator Fetterman, I believe, is here. Congressman Mike Kelly is definitely here. Thanks, Mike. Erie City President Chuck Nelson is, I saw him here somewhere at one point. I'm not sure where he is now. There he is. He moved. You were over there before. Andre Horton from County Council is here. Did I miss any of the elected officials? We tried to gather everybody. Oh my gosh. I thought I had that on here. But our County Executive, Bretton Davis, is here with us as well. Sorry about that, Bretton. Anybody else I missed? Just to make sure. Okay. A lot of people persevered over the last 9 years of hard working on the planning, design, and fundraising for this project. We have already come a long way in the last 6 years, and I'm proud to have been a small part of this incredible collaboration with all community partners. Today sets everything in motion for getting this done. We are ready to take another step and are very excited to share that information with you. Through Governor Shapiro, he needs no introduction, but I just want to touch on a couple things that I feel are high points for me to say about him. But Governor Josh Shapiro has made many significant accomplishments over the life of his career to date, and he continues to work hard for Pennsylvania every day. Growing up in Pennsylvania and watching his parents serve the community, Governor Shapiro was inspired at a young age to enter public service. He recognized that standing up for others was how he wanted to spend his career, and he has continued to do that constantly. In just 8 months now in office, he has proven Pennsylvania time and time again that he can bring people together to solve tough problems in every corner of the Commonwealth. Plus, I don't think he ever sleeps at night. How does he get all this done? It's amazing how much work he gets done. So welcome back to Erie, Governor. It's good to have you here. I saw you here many times before you were elected. Thank you for your service, your commitment, and to being such a good friend to the Erie area. We're excited to make this project a reality, and we look forward to watching the transformation. The floor is now yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Thanks, Mayor. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in Erie. I tell people all the time, it's always a beautiful day in Erie, even in the winter, right, Bizzaro? You're smiling at me, but it's true. And today is just a gorgeous day. And today we are here because, as the mayor said, folks have worked hard over the last 9 years to make today possible. I want to begin by picking up where the mayor left off, thanking him for his great stewardship of this city, thanking him for his vision, and thanking him for acknowledging my predecessor and many of your predecessors who allowed us to get here today. Projects like this, which we're going to break ground on shortly, don't happen overnight. They happen because someone steps up with a vision. Some group gets together and says, we're going to get this done. Others grab the community and say, let's work together to make sure this works for you. Engage with local businesses. Bring politicians of both parties together to make it happen. So we stand today, and while I'm mindful I stand today here as the 48th governor of the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I am standing on the shoulders of so many leaders, local, state, and federal, who worked hard to make this happen, and I'm pleased to be able to recognize all of them. This doesn't happen, of course, without the federal government and the state government coming together to fund this. I want to thank Congressman Kelly for your work in Washington to make sure this happened. I want to thank our two local elected officials, Senator Laughlin and Representative Harkins, and I have always understood this, and they do too, that nothing happens in Erie unless the entire delegation is behind it. And so I'm grateful to Representative Bizzarro and Representative Mirsky for making sure we got the funding to get this done. This is a critically important moment where government came together, but I'm also mindful that in Erie, for big things to happen, the private sector has to engage as well. You'll hear from our Erie Insurance representative momentarily. I know Roger Richards is here and other important civic leaders who made sure that we would come together to make this happen. Now, why is this so critically important? Because when you look at the life of a community, of a city, and when you have water or you have great places of recreation, right? Secretary Dunn, our great Secretary of DCNR, when you're able to marry together great recreation and our business sector and tourism and marketing, you're able to create goodness and richness and vitality in a community. You're able to help people stop by the waterfront and lower their blood pressure, and maybe shop at a local store, eat at a local restaurant, as I've done many times here, stay in one of our great hotel rooms. It stitches it all together. But in too many communities across this Commonwealth, from Philadelphia to Erie, our waterfront has been set apart from the rest of the community. Today we say no longer. We bring it together. We piece it together. And through that, we grow our economy. We create great opportunities for recreation, and we show that even in these polarized times, we can come together to get big things done here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. That's what today is all about, coming together to get big things done. And I couldn't be more proud to be your governor at this important time. Now listen, we got the A-team working on this project, led by Secretary Carroll at PennDOT. By the way, he's the guy who helped get 95 open in 12 days. I know it's on the other side of the Commonwealth, but that was a huge accomplishment. He has promised me we'd get this done in 12 days as well, right, Mr. Secretary? I know it's going to take a little longer than 12 days, but here's what else I know. Leading the way at PennDOT, again, through the generosity of our lawmakers here who made sure it happened, the private sector and our federal partners, PennDOT is going to make sure this is done world class. It'll be done safely. It'll be done quickly. It'll be done with the hands of labor, which is critically important. And we're going to make this happen, and we're going to reconnect Erie's downtown to its waterfront. And I know bright days are ahead for Erie. I'm bullish on Erie. I'm a believer in Erie. I've been here many times, as you know, the mayor mentioned that before, as a candidate and as governor. I was here to speak at your commencement at the new Erie Community College. Another critically important example of what we can do when we come together. I'm going to keep coming back to Erie because I'm bullish on Erie, not just because of what it means for this local community, but how critical y'all are for our overall economy in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So thank you for having me here today. Thank you for believing. Thank you for letting me stand on all of your shoulders for the hard work you've done over these last 9 years. And with that, it's my pleasure to bring up the guy who's going to get this done, our great Secretary of PennDOT, Mike Carroll. Thank you all very much.
Good morning, everyone. What a great, great day here in Erie. A wonderful day and a wonderful project on the forward horizon. As you all know, PennDOT's commitment to making lives better and safer goes beyond our core mission of maintaining our 44,000 miles of highways and 25,000 bridges. PennDOT has one of the largest transportation networks in the entire nation. But we accept that responsibility and we accept that challenge, and we take it on with capable people scattered across the state every single day. And it's a huge job. And we're grateful for your partnership as we support our mission here in what we call PennDOT District 1, Erie County, and the various counties nearby. Our team here in District 1 takes a second position to no district in this state, and I know that the project that we have to announce today will be in capable hands led by the folks here in Northwest Pennsylvania's PennDOT District. A project of this significance is possible because of partnerships, as the governor said. Federal, state, local, county, community organizations, all coming together along with the private sector to make sure that a project like this in Erie can be done, and it can be done well. And we're very pleased to be able to deliver this project, not just for the city of Erie, but for the entire Northwest Pennsylvania region. This will be an asset that extends far beyond the city limits to the counties that surround Erie, and I know the people from this Northwest region of the state will enjoy this project once it's completed. The bipartisan infrastructure bill made a big difference with respect to the available funds necessary to complete this project and projects across our 67 counties in this Commonwealth. And we at PennDOT are eternally grateful for the additional federal funds that flow to our Commonwealth and to this project. It made a huge difference with respect to advancing this project and projects across the state. And the BIL bill is going to be put to work right here in Erie, and we're thankful for that. There are so many formula funds that Pennsylvania gets from the BIL bill and the discretionary funds combined with our state funds. And I'm thankful for the legislative delegation, Senator Laughlin and the legislators, Mirsky, Harkins, Representative Bizzarro. PennDOT, at the governor's leadership, requested the preservation of $125 million of funds that would otherwise shift to the state police from our motor license fund. This year, thanks to the governor's vision and the support from our legislative partners, we preserved $125 million in our motor license fund to advance additional projects, and the state police will be fully funded from the general fund so that we have the best of both worlds. Decoupling that state police funding from the motor license fund over the course of the next 4 years will free up $1.5 billion. And to give you a sense, PennDOT's annual program is in the neighborhood of $3 billion. So $1.5 billion is quite significant and will have a tremendous positive impact on the projects that we do across our Commonwealth. I'm so happy to lead such a wonderful department at PennDOT. PennDOT's reputation and their ability to deliver projects grows and is enhanced every single day. And it's not because Mike Carroll is the secretary, it's because the wonderful folks that wear the hard hats and those vests, combined with our construction partners, with so many capable people in the building trades, deliver wonderful projects for every region of the state. This project here in Erie will have enjoyed that same outcome, and I'm so pleased to be a partner with all of you to make it happen. And leading PennDOT's local effort in that regard is our exceptionally capable District Executive, Brian McNulty. Brian. Thanks, Scott.
Good morning. What a great day to be here in Erie. It's been a long road. I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd today. Everybody who's here helped in some way or another to get us to where we are today. We're at a significant milestone as we're about to shift from the design portion of the project into construction. Very exciting, and as I think back over that process, it started with Bill Pettit, the district executive at the time, who got this started for us. Passed the torch on to Jim Foringer, my predecessor, and then on to me. A lot of hard work, but as has been said already, it wouldn't have happened without everybody here coming together around this project and supporting it. We've had almost 100 meetings about this project in the last 9 years, public meetings, project advisory committee meetings, various other stakeholder meetings. We've received your input. There were times where we, the design team, that's PennDOT and MS Consultants, we thought we had it. We thought we were done. We would bring our concepts to a meeting and hear, no, you're not quite there yet. And that happened multiple times. And we appreciate that. And we would take those concepts back, sharpen our pencils, and try again. Through that process, we got to where we are today. This project evolved over the course of those many years, and I really think we're left with the most perfect balance that we could possibly get for all modes of users on this project. If you are in the city and you want to take a walk to the waterfront, it's going to be easier when this project's done than it's ever been before. Traffic will be slowed down by traffic calming improvements, and overall the traffic will be accommodated even for future growth, and we've reconnected in a lot of different ways the city to the water. To top it all off, we've got a iconic and beautiful pedestrian bridge to be built as part of this project near the Holland intersection, and we can't wait to get started. We're looking forward to working with the Bremen and Trumbull team who will be building this project starting very soon. So thank you all. It's been a partnership, it's been a collective effort, and this community, as has been said, totally came together with us to get to where we are, so thank you. With that, I'd like to welcome Christina Marsh from Erie Insurance. Thanks.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Erie Insurance is built on a strong foundation of relationships through vital human connections. We understand and accept the great responsibility to help grow communities where our Erie family live and work. We recognize that there's power in numbers and the necessity of connections in how we get the work done within our organization and across the communities that we serve. This improvement project represents a community coming together, as you've heard, in a collaborative way, the public and private sectors. One recommendation that we have seen consistently in all of the community plans is strengthening this vital connection. It has been exciting to see everyone working together toward that common goal, and glad to see this project officially begin today. We also see collaboration demonstrated through other projects across our community over the past decade, and as we stitch it all together, as the governor has alluded to. We continue to support this Bayfront improvement project because it represents connections in another way, that of the Bayfront and downtown places like our public library, restaurants, homes, and businesses, and more importantly, ease of connecting people and doing so safely from and to our beautiful Bayfront and our downtown. As Erie Insurance readies to celebrate our own 100 years in 2025, we couldn't be more pleased to have Erie, Pennsylvania as our hometown and namesake. We're excited to be part of this effort and look forward to all of the improvements ahead. Thank you for allowing us some time today. At this time, I'd like to invite TJ Santel, President of Great Lakes Building and Construction Trades Council, to the podium. Thank you.
Thank you. Go get him, TJ. Build this thing.
Absolutely. I didn't know I was going to be the headlining speaker, so just in case I brought my entourage.
Get in here, guys.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for being here. I'd especially like to thank Governor Shapiro for taking the time to celebrate with us this great investment in the city of Erie. You know, over the past 25 years, the building trades unions have partnered with the Convention Center Authority, the Port Authority, and others to transform the Bayfront into one of the most beautiful places in North America. This amazing transformation was made possible with the backs and the sweat of the building trades union members. The Convention Center, the Sheraton, the Courtyard Marriott are a few shining examples of the skill and the power of our local union workforce. These beautiful facilities were constructed on time and on budget with the skills of our workers. This project is no different. Today, this historic legacy continues with the much-needed investment in the Bayfront Parkway. We are ready and able to send the most highly skilled workforce to create another success story. This project will create beautification, safety, and the overall improvement of infrastructure for the Bayfront. Not only will it create these much-needed improvements, but it also creates millions of dollars in wages and benefits for local workers. Wages that feed our families and make our economy grow. We are grateful for that. This project will move Erie forward by adorning the majesty of our great Bayfront. I would like to extend our gratitude to the folks at PennDOT and everyone else who worked diligently to make this project come to fruition. Lastly, I'd like to thank the hardworking members of the building trades. All of us are excited to get shovels in the ground and build Erie's future. And when you leave today, remember one thing. We are the building trades. We take dreams and construct them into reality. Thank you, and I'll turn it over to Governor.
All right. Good job. Hey, TJ, did you say on time and on budget?
Yes, sir.
On time and on budget.
On time and
All
on
right. So with that, we're happy to take a few questions. The mayor will answer the hard ones, and I'll answer the rest. So go ahead. Any questions? Go ahead.
So our downtown is being revitalized, not only as somewhere to, visit and pass through, but for somewhere to live, work, and play. So how will this really add to it?
I think it's a critically important project to reconnect the downtown to the waterfront, to give people walkable spaces to go out and enjoy the waterfront and recreation, have a great meal, stay in a hotel if you're a tourist. And I think it's going to lead to more businesses popping up as well. You heard from TJ, there's an important aspect to this project about the local jobs and the local work that's going to go into getting this done. That's going to put food on the table of folks living in this community. That's a good thing for Erie. It's a good thing for tourism, and it's a good thing for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
What else can Pennsylvania really do to improve these transit around Erie?
Can I just ask you to repeat that? It's hard to hear you.
What else can the state of Pennsylvania do to help improve transit around Erie?
To help? Improve transit. I apologize. Look, as Secretary talked about, we've got more resources at PennDOT because now, after decades, we finally, thanks to the work of these lawmakers here and the vision we laid out in my budget address, we have separated out police funding from infrastructure funding. Police have not only the existing funds they had, but we were able to increase their budget, and we've been able to recapture over $1 billion of resources that can go into mass transit, that can go into roads and bridges and other infrastructure that PennDOT oversees. So I think we now have more resources available, again, thanks to the federal dollars that President Biden and our lawmakers delivered. I think we're in a really strong position right now to invest more in infrastructure.
Do you think Pennsylvania has turned the corner of kind of being one of those states where our roads had a lot of potholes and we didn't have a great reputation back in the past?
Look, I mean, I know there's some folks here who like me and some folks who don't like me, and that's fine as long as everybody understands one thing about me. I am competitive as hell. I want to win at everything. And winning at everything means getting big infrastructure projects like this done. It means making sure if there's a pothole, we fill it. It means making sure that the average person's commute time goes down, that the ability for folks to come and go on vacation here in Erie, that's made easier. PennDOT has a huge role to play in that. And through this secretary, through Mike Carroll, he's got that same attitude of getting it done. Get stuff done every day. We use a different S word sometimes, but the key here is to make things happen. And we have a different attitude in state government now to be competitive, to make sure that we make people's lives better, and investing in infrastructure, thanks to the hard work of these gentlemen and the women and men that they represent behind me. That is our new approach, and that's going to lead to good outcomes here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
I guess just what does it mean to, after all these years, finally see this project come into fruition?
It's back to what the mayor alluded to and what I was trying to express, and that is it's a real testament to those who came before me and who had a vision here and who said, we're going to get this done. We're going to get it through the process. We're going to build a political coalition of not just Republicans and Democrats, but community and elected officials coming together, making sure that there was an approach in government to saying we're going to really dedicate resources to this because we value Erie, we value our Bayfront, and we think this project is critically important, not just for the region, but the entire Commonwealth. It's a real testament to all of them and the work that they did. It's now my job as governor and Secretary Carroll's job as our PennDOT secretary to see this project through and get it done in 12 days. Anything else? Thank you all very much. Appreciate you. All right. Good work, man. Thank you. Good work.